The next game for the New Saints is this coming Saturday against Penybont FC at Park Hall. And although I'm now part-time, semi-retired, I'm still very much involved, especially around match days. And my initial input begins right now because I've just written a programme column, so I still continue to have one of those in the match day programme as far as home fixtures are concerned, of course. This is my room at home, by the way. You can see there behind me, lots of football related stuff, which is all part of my own journey in the beautiful game. I've researched, written and published on the club's website the match preview for the upcoming fixture, and then shared it across the social media platforms of Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter. All part of the pre-match media preparations. Craig, we had our post-match chat on the pitch at Latham Park last Saturday. You shared your thoughts there. Yeah. A few days later, are you pretty much of the same mindset?
Yeah, and we reflected, watched the game back and had a look at it, and I still believe, and stats have proved that we did dominate the game in possession. We did dominate the game from start to finish. But as we all know, the main stat is putting that ball in the back of the net, and unfortunately we didn't. We created a few opportunities, not as many as I'd like. I think looking at it, we had 21 or 22 shots at goal. And we probably need to score a couple of goals with that sort of stat of effort, and also make the goalkeeper work a little bit more. And so nothing's really changed really. A lot of the time, I'd probably say 90% of the time, your gut feeling is right. There's obviously going to be little bits and pieces where you can bore down to more detail. But yeah, overall, I think that the summing up of the game was that we'd done really well our defensive third, middle third, good possession, good build up, good quality. Final third just lacked a little bit of cutting edge, a little bit of composure, and a little bit of final pass and final decision making.
And at Park Hall, it's match day. Going to capture some pre-kick-off footage.
Hey, Rev. Hi, guys. Okay. Sleep. Rev.
Rev runs. Okay, do you, mate? That little forward.
Anyone on that side of my own? And you sound like a walk.
I was expecting the monitor.
Thank you. Very okay. Hi, very okay.
I'm ready to drive home now. Just the one goal that separated the sides come the final whistle. Ryan Brobble in added time at the end of the game. Following the match itself on the pitch at Park Hall, I interviewed Brobs and the head coach, Craig Harrison. I've written and published on TNS's website the 5 talking points article from the game. Plenty to talk about. One of the points, for example, was the fact that we had a hat-trick of woodwork hits. The left post, the right and the crossbar as well. By the way, when I was on the pitch yesterday, Scorio, that's S4C, were doing the post-match interviews. It was quite a windy day, so I held the board up. You can see the image there. And when you see the interview on television on S4C, then all you get to look at is the person being interviewed and the board behind. But there's the big picture for you. And then finally, to wrap up the media involvement, or my own personal media involvement in the game, is the photographs which will come later today. I'll post those on the club's Facebook page. So we have an album designated for that, or there will be one when they will get them, of course. And then I'll share those across social media. And after I've done that, I'll be starting next week's game. No rest for the wicked, as they say. And finally, talking of football, the top that I'm wearing is a training top from a Wales international, which Steve Evans gave me a couple of years ago now for my own personal collection. I'm wearing it just this once, and it goes back into the other items that I've got. If you're interested in my football games and football memorabilia, well, I've got designated pages on the website. And if you're watching this on YouTube, well, the link is in the comments box below.